Okay, guys, Mike G, confirmed fat guy from IknowI'mFat.com, and this is part three in our final installment on our video series, three-part series on streaming digital media solutions. Basically, how to get movies to your home entertainment system. In part one, we talked about Apple TV. I have an original Apple TV, and that's kind of where I was started. I am a movie buff. I love to watch movies with friends and family. But the issues were that you have to get the DVD, the data, then you got to convert it using Handbrake or some other software. Then you got to add the meta tags. Then you got to get into iTunes. Then you got to sync. So there are some issues there that require time. So my initial solution, although I had a membership to Blockbuster, I decided to switch over to Netflix because Netflix is on a Wii. I have a brand new Wii. I thought this was going to be great. So that was part two. In part two, we talked about Netflix and the Wii. Now, some of the negatives were that, first of all, you had to have a CD in order to make the Netflix app work with the Wii. Although the Wii is revolutionary as far as the bringing gaming to the entire family and bringing families together to play the Wii, it's not known for graphics. And so what we saw, once you got the CD in, and the load time to get the app working, and then was a couple minutes, and then the load time to actually get the movie going, and our example was 10 minutes. And then, although initially everything was going fine, but the buffering, the refresh, the reloading issue did happen, and that took another 10 minutes, and it happened 2 or 3 times even after I stopped the video. So there are some issues with Netflix on the Wii. And from my understanding, Netflix for the PS3, which I don't have, but it requires a disc also. But we'll get to that later. So I said, well, heck, I signed up for Netflix. I switched over from Blockbuster. Then what am I going to do? And of course, I remember I have an Xbox 360. Is there a Netflix app for that? So yes, there is. And you just go to your video marketplace, and there's your Netflix app. Now, what you do have to do, even with the Wii, and this is why you have to have the CD in there. Likewise, if you have an iPhone, iPad, a computer, you do have to go onto your Netflix account when you install these apps onto your devices, and you have to sync them up with your account. So you have to install the app, but then it gives you a link. You click on the link and you type in a code, and that's how you sync your devices. In this case, my Xbox 360 with your Netflix account. So I'm going to go ahead and start up my Netflix here. Now, if you remember how long it took to load the Netflix app on the Wii, so here we go. It's 1:50 p.m. It took several minutes on the Wii. Let's see how long it takes with the Xbox 360. Okay, load. If you also notice, one of the first things, if you remember, on the Wii, we had no cover art. And as time went on, some of the cover art came around. But here, you can see the cover art is pretty much instantaneous. And there's my little martial arts that I've been on lately. And so that's the next thing. So it doesn't take as long to load. The graphics, the cover art is right there for you when you do start it up. So now let's go ahead and load a movie. Remember, it took 10 minutes to load a movie with the Wii. Let's see how long it takes with Netflix, with Xbox 360. And I guess to be fair, I should load the same movie. So here it is, IOUSA. I'm going to click on it. It's asking me, do I want to resume it? Because I've watched it over on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and restart it. It says determining your video quality. I feel like I should do a little Jeopardy music for you guys. The green line measurement's gone on over.
You support your local PBS station.
It's giving us a little commercial here. But first and foremost, it did not take 10 minutes. That was basically 30 to 60 seconds. and the movie is up and running. Same movie, different devices, 10 minutes just to load on a Wii, buffering problems. Here we have the Netflix on the Xbox 360. It loads quickly, movies load quickly, cover art loads quickly, and the quality of the picture is better because, again, the Wii is not known for graphics. Xbox 360 has the HD. And one thing, I will say, once a blue moon, I do see the buffering. Once a blue moon, the key is, though, if it does buffer, it's almost instantaneous, loads right back up. Whereas you saw with the Wii, it will sit there for another 10 minutes. So I think you can see, I'll leave you to make your own determination on what's the best solution as far as streaming media. But if you're going to go with Netflix, I think I gave you a good example of why Netflix on the Xbox is better than Netflix on the Wii. And again, from my understanding, the PlayStation 3 also requires you to run a CD. I don't have a PlayStation 3. I do have some family members who have one. They say it's not as bad as the Wii, but there are some issues. But they are satisfied with the Netflix on the PS3. But I think you can see that Netflix on the Xbox 360 is certainly a great solution to stream digital media to your home entertainment system.